All right, so right now our home page looks a little bit bland, so let's add a little bit styling so it looks a little bit nicer. So let's open up our code and go to our index.html page. We can minimize this terminal and just delete this current little header. And I'm just going to paste in some markdown, which you can find below or in the repo. And basically it just includes a head. It has a body with a header here, so we either display the login and log out if the user is authenticated. Otherwise, if they are authenticated, then we will just show them a dashboard button or a sign up button if they are not. And then down here we have some features listings. So we just basically say keep track of all your adventures, never forget the amazing memories, and link them to the dashboard. So we'll save this. And if the server is still running, we can go back to our home page in the browser. This is what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like after. So nothing too crazy, but now we're able to navigate around and it knows that we're logged in. So we can go ahead and go to the dashboard. But now let's go back home and let's log out. So we've been logged out. If we go back to log in, this looks pretty terrible. So let's update this login form next. So if we go back to our code and go into our, this time, templates in our, so if we go back this time to our templates folder in our project directory, and then our registration and a login.html file. Again, I'm just going to delete this and replace it with something with a bit more styling. So I'll paste this in, and again, you could see this, find this below or in the GitHub repo. But we're just adding some styling to it so that it looks nicer. So we can save this and go back to our web browser since we're on the login page. And if we click refresh, it looks a little bit nicer. We use the crispy forms and we give it some styling. But if we don't have an account and we want to register for the first time, now we have this sign up form, which is pretty awful. So let's go ahead and update this next. So if we go back into the code, and this time in our template registration signup.html. Right now we've just been rendering that form as a P. Let's delete this and paste in some markup, and this time we'll render it with the crispy tags, and we'll also give the rest of the page some Tailwind classes for styling. So save that and go back into the browser. And this is what it looked like before. If we refresh the page, it looks a lot nicer now. So now we have this home page that looks a lot nicer. We can log in or sign up, and our login form looks a lot nicer as well. If we actually log in, then we're brought to our dashboard and we can see all of our trips. We can update or delete a trip. We can click on a trip to see more details about it and see any notes that we kept. If we want to check out a note, we can click on it to see more details, including an image. We can edit and delete those notes. We can also view all of our notes. Awesome, so this has been a fun project and we've really touched on a lot of different things, handling images, handling user authentication, using function and class-based views and how we can override both of those to do what we want. It's been a blast building this with you guys. I look forward to seeing you in more videos.